What's the most explosive family argument you've ever witnessed? Every family has tension, but mine hit its breaking point at my cousin's wedding. It was supposed to be a perfect day. White dress, flowers, music, but behind all the smiles, old grudges were simmering like a pressure cooker. The drama started quietly enough. My uncle and my dad have never really gotten along. Growing up, every holiday turned into a competition. Who had the better job, the bigger house, the smarter kids? By the time we were adults, it had turned into cold stares and sharp comments. At the wedding, they were forced into the same table for dinner. Big mistake. At first, it was small digs. My uncle joked about how dad was still driving that old truck, and dad shot back about my uncle's failed business ventures. Everyone at the table chuckled nervously, trying to smooth things over, but the wine was flowing, and their voices kept getting louder. Then the toasts began. When it was my uncle's turn, he raised his glass and said, "Marriage is about stability, about knowing your partner won't quit when things get tough, something not everyone in this family can say." The room went silent. Everyone knew he was referring to my parents' divorce years ago. Dad slammed his glass down so hard it cracked. "At least I didn't gamble away half my savings pretending I knew how to run a business." Gasps rippled through the guests. The bride, my cousin, looked horrified. The groom looked like he wanted to disappear, but neither man was backing down. Voices rose, chairs scraped back. My uncle stood up, pointing across the table. "You've always thought you were better than me." Dad stood too, fists clenched. "Because I am." By now, everyone in the reception hall was staring. My aunt tried to pull my uncle back while I grabbed Dad's arm, but then my uncle shouted the one thing that sent the whole room into chaos. "Maybe if you'd been a better husband, she wouldn't have left you." Dad lunged. For a split second, it looked like the wedding was about to turn into a full-on brawl. The groom and a couple of cousins jumped in, holding them apart. Plates clattered to the floor, drinks spilled, people scrambled out of the way. The bride burst into tears, mascara streaking her cheeks, yelling, "This is my wedding! Stop it!" That finally cut through the noise. Both men froze, breathing hard, glaring at each other but not moving. Slowly, they sat back down, muttering under their breath while the rest of us tried to salvage the evening. The DJ, bless him, tried to lighten the mood by blasting Sweet Caroline. Half the guests sang along awkwardly, while the other half whispered about the fight. The wedding limped along after that, but the damage was done. The photos from that night tell the story. Smiles stretched too tight, the bride's eyes still red from crying, and two brothers on opposite ends of the room refusing to even glance at each other. Later that week, my cousin called me. She said, "I don't even remember the vows, or the cake, or the dancing. All I'll ever remember is that fight." And she was right. That wedding will never be remembered for love or joy. It'll be remembered as the night two brothers let decades of bitterness explode in front of everyone.